What's up, YouTube? Team Moose here. Now, with September just around the corner, I'm of course talk about the TV premieres that is set to be coming in September. Because there's lots of interesting TV shows to look forward to in September. Sadly, not as many as you used to, because of course, normally September will be the time for returning shows and the new shows in the fall, like on ABC, NBC, CBS, and all. Um, But with the strikes going on, network it's sad to say network TV this four might be a little dead. I mean, the Emmy Awards night is not even premiering this month. Like the first time in years that the Emmy Awards is not going to be premiering in September. Wrap your heads around that. But there are also some interesting TV to look forward to in the month. So here are my September TV. Here is, of course, my September TV 2023 preview. All right, premiering Friday, September 1st, we got The Wheel Time. Now, in The Wheel Time, which is based on a book of the same name, if you guys don't know much about the story here, it follows Moraine, who's a ooh, sorry, who's a member of the East Sadel, a powerful organization of women who can channel the one power. I never really read the book, and to be honest, I didn't really give the first season a go because I don't know, it didn't really look like it'll do much for me. So I never got around to watching it. But I don't know, maybe it could be interesting. You got Rosamund Pike here. I probably should give this one a go, just to have the time at before. But maybe I'll give this one a go down the line. Yeah, it could be cool. I mean, if you guys don't know, lots of TV is trying to find their own Game of Thrones, and whether this could be it, who knows. All right. Also premiering Friday, September 1st, we got Book Power Force Season 2. Of course, the spinoff of Power, which I don't really have barely watched, so I can't really comment on the Power show or anything. We also got something I could care two squats about. Love is Blind After the After Season 4 coming to Netflix. So, yeah, I do not watch these Love is Blind stuff, so yeah. We got Disenchantment Season 5 coming to Netflix, which I did try this because it is from Matt Groening, who, of course, gave us stuff like Futurama, The Simpsons. So I did try to give the show a go. I couldn't get into it at all. I don't know. I really like the cast involved too. Like, you have Nat Faxes in this. Uh, the girl from Abby Jacobson, I think her name is. Ooh, sorry. But yeah, the show just didn't really do much for me. And yeah, this is supposed to be the finest season. So to be honest, I forgot they were still making. I still forgot the show was still on the air. To be honest, yeah. So yeah, that shows how much I really pay attention to this series. All right, Monday, September 4th, we got American Dad season 18 coming to TBS. And yes, they're still making American Dad, which if you guys don't know, American Dad, which is of course from Seth MacFarlane, who does Family Guy and all. Uh, American Dad was originally in a Fox series, but they changed it to TBS. So yeah, very interesting to see. I mean, of course, Seth MacFarlane always already has this Fox slot with Family Guy, so which is actually returning in October, so there's that. But and I've actually it's been a while since I've seen new episodes of American Dad. I should get back on the show. Like I was never I liked American Dad. I was just always more of a Family Guy person more than an American Dad guy. But I have seen episodes here and there, and American Dad is pretty funny. Like not as funny as Family Guy, I will say, but definitely has some fun laughs, some fun characters. So yeah, pretty cool to see it returning. All right, Wednesday, September 8th, we got I Am Groot Season 2 coming to Disney Plus, which, I've actually seen the first season of I Am Groot. It's actually pretty cute. I mean, of course, it's just short episodes of the Groot character. So, yeah, I mean, these are just mostly shorts. They're that you go by, but pretty cute. No less. All right. We also got a show like a couple of docuseries premiering on Hulu. We got Never Let Him Go, delving into Scott Johnson's extraordinary life, mysterious death, and his brother's multi-decade quest for justice. So that could be intriguing. We got on Netflix. We got something called Predators, and it's captivate, which is actually about nature. I literally thought this was going to be about act like to catch a predator, but this is actually a nature documentary with Tom Hardy. So they could have changed the name probably, but it could be interesting. I do like nature docs, so that could be good. Now we do got to show that. I guess you could say about prayers. About on Netflix, we got a docu series called Scouts Honors: The Secret Files of the Boy Scouts of America. Survivors, whistleblowers, and experts recount the Boy Scouts' decades-long cover-up of sexual abuse cases and its impact. That that sounds like it could be really intense to watch. I mean, I don't mind Netflix docu series, but sometimes they could be very intense. So yeah. All right. Thursday, September 9th, we got Virgin River Season 2 Part 1, which I've never really seen, but it actually has its fans, so there's that. We got Kung Fu Panda, The Dragon Knight Season 3 coming to Netflix. Of course, the Kung Fu Panda series that has Jack Black coming back as Poe. Of course, we do got Kung Fu Panda 4 coming out next year, so I cannot wait for that mostly. All right. Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 comes to Paramount Plus, which I've actually seen Lower Decks. Not a bad show here, so we'll see. Season 4 is coming. Friday, September 10th, we got the Spanish show called Burning Bodies. The charred remains of Pedro, a police officer, are found inside a burnout car. The discovery triggers an investigation into a new network of toxic relationships, deceit, violence, and sexual scandals involving Pedro and the two fellow police officers. That sounds like it'd be really intriguing. Check out. All right, on Apple TV Plus, we got the horror series The Changeling. Not to be confused with the Clint Eastwood Angelina Jolie film, by the way. The series stars Lakeith Stanfield, who I'm becoming a fan of. I think Lakeith Stanfield's always terrific. But in it, a man goes in search of his wife after she does something horrific in the aftermath of the birth of their first child. And this, I gotta say, it looks really intriguing to check out. Lakeith Stanfield, I think looks great in this. It looked like I like the horror elements, so this could be intriguing to say. All right, Sunday, September 10th, we got The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, another Walking Dead spinoff. Of course, this has Norma Reedus coming back as Daryl Dixon, where Daryl watches ashore and friends the origin of the zombie versus 2 and struggles to piece together how he got there and why the series tracks his journey across the broken but resilient front as he hopes to find a way back home. I mean, let's be real. Walking Dead was actually a pretty good show at the time, but now I saw it tapped out. I mean, it just got really out of hand. Like I really couldn't get into it after the last couple of seasons, and I never really gave some of the spinoffs a go. So I don't know. Really cool seeing Norman Reedus coming back as Sarah Dixon. So maybe the spinoff could be good, but who knows? All right. We also got Ride with Norma Reedus season 6. Of course, the Norma Reedus reality show series, which I never really seen, but I like Norma Reedus, so maybe that could be good. All right, Tuesday, September 11th, got the MTV Video Music Awards premiering, which, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the MTV Video Music Awards. I mean, they used to always put on a good show, but now, I don't know, they just aren't as good as they used to be. All right, on CW, we got this show called The Swarm because these are the type of shows that CBS is putting out. So yeah, the series pretty much depicts the struggles of humankind against an unknown swarm intelligence that lives in depth of the sea. So yeah, I'm not all that interested in that one. We got Welcome to Wrexham season two. Of course, the soccer series with or docu series, I should say, with Ryan Reynolds and the guy from I forgot his name, Rob O'Lane, I think, the guy from It's Always Sunny. So I've actually seen the first season. Really intriguing. I mean, thanks to Ted Lasso, I'm becoming really interested in soccer a little bit. Maybe because I'm also doing security at exam and they do got soccer games and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm really curious to see what's like where they're gonna go with season two at. I mean, to be honest, I did not expect them to do it in the season. But I don't know. Maybe the second season will be as good. All right, Wednesday, September 12th, we got a show coming to Hulu called The Other Black Girl. It is based on a book of the same name, and it follows the hearing of Hazel of Hazel. Oh yeah, the series focuses on Nella Rogers, who is an editorial assistant at Wagner Books, and the only black woman working in the company until the hiring of Hazel May McCarr. Following the hiring of Hazel, strange occurrences lead to Nella discovering the truth about Wagner's disturbing history. The story is inspired by Harris's own personal experiences working as a editor and addresses various forms of racism in the corporate world. It does star Sinclair Dano, who played the roommate in the recent Insidious movie, Ashley Murray, who you might remember from Riverdale fame. You also got Bellamy Young, Hunter Parrish from Weeds fame, and Eric McCormick, aka Will from Will and Grace. And the preview for this half look really intriguing. Looks pretty creepy here. I mean, I'm hoping this is at least better than City's Red Door. I mean, there's that, but hopefully it could be interesting. It looks pretty intriguing. All right. We also got the morning show season 3, where the future of the network is thrown into question and loyalties are pushed to the brink when a titan takes an interest in UBA. Unexpected alliances, forms of private troops are weaponized, and everyone is forced to confront their core values, both in and out of the newsroom. So yeah, I mean the first two seasons with of course Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon were pretty good. So I'm looking forward to see where they're gonna take this new season two. You also have like a John Hamm coming in, so it should be intriguing. So, all right, Tuesday, September 14th, we got Buddy Games, which is actually a game show based on the Josh Duhamel film, which isn't all that good to be honest. Yeah, and I have not seen the sequel, but I heard some not so great things about. So, yeah. We also got Dragon: The Nine Realms season 7 come to Hulu, which I don't really watch. I mean, I like How to Train Your Dragon, but never really seen the series, so can't really comment on that. Friday, September 15th, we got Surviving Summer season 2 come to Netflix. If you guys don't know much about the series, it's about a rebellious teenager Summer Torres, played by Raven's home star Sky Katz, who is expelled from her high school in Brooklyn and sent on to stay with the family of an old friend of her mother's in Australia, where she falls in with a clique of competitive surfers. I've not really seen the first season, but I heard some decent stuff about it, so I should give it a go. I mean, I never even heard about the show since the first season. I'm like, what the heck is this? But it could be intriguing. So, all right. On Prime Video, got a show called Wilderness. A dream holiday becomes a nightmare for a young British couple who seemingly have it all. A heartbreak turns into fury and revenge. It stars Jenna Coleman, who you might remember from Doctor Who fame, Jackson Cohen, Ashley Benson, and Tyler Balsam. And the preview for this looks really intriguing. Looks pretty intense. Looks like there's going to be some twists and turns around, so this could be interesting. So, all right, Saturday, September 16th, we got All Rise Season 3 come to own, which, if you guys don't know, this was actually a show that was originally on CBS, but CBS canceled it, and so Oprah's network own picked it up. It stars, I forgot her name, but the actress who played Missy Stone on Luke Cage is in this. I've not really seen the show, but I've heard some decent stuff about it, so should probably give this one a go. Just never really got around to watching it. All right, Sunday, September 17th is a docuseries I'm really intrigued by. Of course, Psycho: The Lost Tapes of Ed Gein. If you guys don't know who Ed Gein is, he is maybe one of the most infamous serial killers of all time. I mean, this is literally a serial killer that pretty much inspired countless of movies you've seen before. Ed Gein is actually um, pretty much inspired by the likes of Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. Was pretty much inspired by Ed Gein. Norman Bates from Psycho, which hence the title Psycho. Of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was inspired by Ed Gein. He was also a cannibal. Like this guy was literally one of the most sickest serial killers in history. So I'm this could be an interesting docuseries to check out. I mean, we've seen lots of serial killer docuseries, so hopefully this could be a treat to check out. All right, we also got 60 Minutes season 56, 56 coming to CBS, which this show's been around literally for decades. So yeah, Yellowstone season one coming to CBS. Of course, if you guys don't know, this is actually going to be Yellowstone's broadcast debut because CBS barely has any shows coming this year because, well, the strike's going on. So, yeah, this is pretty much the type of stuff we're going to be seeing on TV for a while. It's like shows that, like, pretty much shows out making their broadcast debuts and stuff. Of course, Yellowstone is having its final season this year, so that should be interesting to see. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird that Yellowstone is coming to CBS because let's be real, Yellowstone is a little inappropriate for a broadcast network. So I'm guessing they're going to be cutting it out some stuff. But anyway, all right, Tuesday, September 19th, we got Name That Tune coming to Fox. So that could be interesting. We got I Can't See Your Voice, season 3, 2 music competition shows, which I haven't really seen, but I heard some decent stuff. I'm not really big like competition, like some competition shows I'm cool with, but I never really gave these ones a go. Wednesday, September 20th is something I'm obviously very interested in. American Horror Story Delicate, which is pretty much the 20th season of the horror anthology series American Horror Story, and this one is actually based on Danelle Valentine's book Delicate Condition, and it follows Anna Alcott, played by Emma Roberts, who's an actor who finds her attempts at pregnancy sabotage. Um, and this is pretty much like a body horror novel about pregnancy, very in the vein of Rosemary's Baby. And you also do got American Horror Story veterans like Emma Roberts and Zach Quino. Other cast members also includes Kim Kardashian, Matt Kajashny, Carl Delavine, MJ Rodriguez, Odessa A. Zion. I mean, American Horror Story has been a hit and miss over the years, so hopefully this one will be a hit. I mean, I am a little cautious because they got Kim Kardashian in it, which, let's be for real, she is not an actress at all, but hey, she actually, I know she did surprise me on SNL, so maybe she could do good in this. And one thing I have noticed, she does not even look like Kim Kardashian in this. She just like has mostly a blonde wig. Like she literally looks unrecognizable, which I think that would be perfect. Like just have Kim Kardashian, like obviously have Kim Kardashian's name attached to the trailers and stuff, but try not to make it too obvious that hey, this is Kim Kardashian and or so I don't know. I think Kim Kardashian could be a surprise here. I mean, I do trust Ryan Murphy. He does a great job with his actors and all. So I think Kim K could. Let's be frank, I ain't a Kardashian guy at all because it's not the only Kardashian based project that I'm talking at. Technically, there's a lot of Kardashians I'm talking about this because, of course, yesterday I was just talking about the Paw Patrol sequel, and well, who's in that? Kim Kardashian and her daughter. So, and there's another Kardashian thing I'm going to be talking about in the same video. So, Yeah, well, there's let's be frank, there's lots of Kardashians around, so yeah. Anyway, Thursday, September 21st, we got Sex Education Season 4 coming to Netflix, which I believe is supposed to be the final season. I can't remember if this is the final season or is it season 5, but I don't know. I'm gonna just see how they're gonna end the show because I think the show is really decent. Asa Butterfield's great. You also had Emma McKay who was just in Barbie. She's really great on the show, so it's a really decent show worth checking out. Right, Friday, September 22nd, one I'm really excited for, and that is The Continental, which is of course coming to Peacock and is from the and is tells a backstory of how Winston Scott, in an alternate history, 1970s, came to his position as a perpetrator of the New York branch of the Continental chains of hotel safe havens for legal assassins on grounds of which no business may ever take place. Explores variations on real world events, including the war of this continent and American Mafia's rise to common power. And of course, this is pretty much set in the same world of John Wick. I think the trailers have looked really terrific. Con Waddell, of course, plays young Mr. Scott, and he definitely looks like a young Ian McShane. So I'm really looking forward to check this one out. I mean, I really, of course, enjoyed the John Wick films, and the best part about those movies has always been the continental chains of hotels. So I'm looking forward to see how, how these hotels became to be, and also it could be interesting. So, all right, we also got Love Is Blind season 5 coming to Hulu, which I don't really watch at all. So there's that. Coming to Apple, we got Still Up, which here's what it's about. Bonded by insomnia, best friends Lisa and Danny stay connected to each other late into the night and find their ways through a world of wonderfully weird surprises as their relationship depends. It stars Antonia Thomas, who you might remember from The Good Doctor fame, which it's a shame she left the show, but I've always loved her on The Good Doctor. Really cool that she did appear in the last season, so that was cool. Of course, you also had got Craig Thomas, who's been in the Neighbors movie. So I don't know. This trailer had looked really decent. It looks cute, charming. So could be interesting. So all right, Sunday, September 24th, got the show called Crapopolis, I think his name is. The show was set in mythical ancient Greece and centers on a flawed family of humans, gods, and monsters trying to run one of the world's first cities without killing each other. It is from Rick and Morty and Community creator Dan Harmon and features a voice talent that includes Richard Oladal, Matt Berry, Hannah Weddingham, Alana Obach, Dove Cameron, Tara Strong, Annie Murphy, Will Forte, Susan Sarandon, Amber Stevens West, Dave Franco, David Diggs, Ben Stiller, and many others. So yeah, I mean, of course, Rick and Morty is coming back in October too, so nice month for Dan Harmon. I don't know, the shows have looked really decent. I mean, this is of course coming to Fox Animation nomination. So will this be a hit as let's say Family Guy or Bob's Burger, or will it be a mess like either Napoleon Dynamite, which I actually liked the Napoleon Dynamite show, but that did not do so well on TV, or would it be like Son of Zorn that just lasted just one season. I mean, that's always a possibility, but we'll see. All right. Monday, September 25th, we got The Voice Season 24 comes to NBC, which I've watched here and there. Not a bad competition show here, so interested to see where they're going to take, how Season 24 is going to be. We got Kitchen Nightmares Season 5, of course, hosted by Gordon Ramsay. I don't really watch the series, but it definitely has its fans. Uh, we also got Special Forces World's Toughest Test Season 2 coming to Fox, which I never really seen before. We got coming to NBC, we got the Irrational, which stars Jesse L. Martin from The Flash and Law and Order fame. Alec Baker is a world-renowned professor of behavioral science who uses his unique understanding of human behavior to help solve high-stakes cases involving involving governments, law enforcement, and corporations in ways no one else could have imagined. And the previous films I have met does not really do anything for me. I love Jesse Elmore. Like he was a what was it? Like I really liked him as Joe West on The Flash, and obviously he was in the movie Rent. Um, Going all the way back to the original Law and Order days. So nice to see him back on NBC. So could be interesting to see though. All right. Wednesday, September 27th, we got The Masked Singer season 10. So of course, I mean, I believe McCann's of course coming back to host. I really quite like The Masked Singer. I mean, I always get interested to see celebs you never expect singing actually performing. I think that's really cool to see. Like it's always cool to see like celebrities who don't really have music background try their hands in singing, which I think is really interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see where they take what season 10 has in store. I mean, let's be for real. With the strikes, do you think we might be seeing more of this for on TV or reality shows? Because I could be wrong, but you don't need scripts for those. They're not part of this. They're not acting, obviously. So the SAG AFTRA is perfect. So yeah, these are the type of shows we're gonna be seeing mostly this far. All right, on Fox we got another competition show called Snake Oil, which is hosted by David Spade and it's also produced by Will Arnett. In each round, contestants choose a pair of entrepreneurs and learn about their unique and often bizarre products through visuals, a custom-made infomercial exclusively produced for Snake Oil. I mean, I like David Spade, but that does not sound interesting to be honest. But I don't know, could be a surprise. All right. We also got two of the most pretty much long running reality shows there is. We got Survivor season 45 coming to CBS and The Amazing Race season 35 coming to CBS. So yeah, those shows been around for a while. Like Survivor's been around since like early since the 2000, like the year 2000. That's how long Survivor's been around. Amazing Race been around for quite some time too. So I've watched them here and there. Never really been too big like on Survivor or Amazing Race. So anyway, we also got Love and Fair Hope come to Hulu. The story of five generations of women living in the quaint town of Fairhope. The show explains that in a community where everyone knows everyone, no one knows where hopelessly romantic dreams will take them. So, yeah, I don't really know too much about that series. I mean, it could be interesting, but yeah, it does not really do much for me. Thursday, September 28th, we got Castlevania and Nocturne, which is the origin story of Richard Belmont set during the events of the French Revolution. Of course, this is a spin off of the Castlevania series, which is based on the hit video game franchise. I mean, I haven't seen the first season of Castlevania, so really intriguing to see where they're going to take this new spin off series too. So, here we go. Uh, oh boy, speaking of the Kardashians, we have come to Hulu. We got the Kardashians season 4. That's right. You thought I was done with Kardashian talks, but there's series of Kardashians returns this month, which I probably care more about American Horror Story Delicate than I do for their reality show. Like I could get two squats about this series. So yeah, it is what it is there. All right, we also got Bachelor in Paradise season 9 coming to ABC, which I don't really watch to be honest with you, but it does have its fans, so there's that. Um, we also got the Golden Bachelor come to ABC, which is actually pretty much a spin-off, I guess to say, where which of course features pretty much older guys being a bachelor here. Um, Here, of course, Gary Turner, who's a 72-year-old widower from Hudson, Indiana, was chosen as the lead of the series. And this guy, by the way, is 72. I wish I could look that good at 72. Like, yeah, he kind of looks like a little bit like he definitely has a bit of a Harry Hamill look, really. But I don't know. He seems like a good looking guy, but he's probably like it's most likely gonna be I don't know, young gold diggers going at him because he does have money. So yeah, I don't know. These shows are just I just can't really get into these Bachelor shows. I'm sorry, they just are not for me. Like I'm not really big with Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelor, The Bachelor, Bachelor. I don't know. Uh, yeah, the Bachelor this, Bachelor that. I mean, they've been doing these the Bachelor shows since like early 2000s. I like to say so. Yeah, I mean, it has its fans, but I'm not one of them. All right, we also got Hell's Kitchen, season 22 coming to Fox. Lego Masters season 3 coming to Fox. The People's Country Music Awards come to NBC. Dateline is coming to NBC. Of course, the return of Dateline. And we also have maybe my anticipated show out of this list, Gen V. Now, if you guys don't know much about Gen V, this is pretty much a boys spinoff where young adult superheroes or the Supes are tested in battle royale challenges at the Golden University School of Crime Fighting, run by Vought International. I so much can't wait for this. I think the show looks violent. I like some of the cast members involved. It is led by Jess Sinclair from Sabrina fame, so there's that. It looks awesome, looks entertaining. I so much can't wait for this. I mean, I don't know when the next season of Boys will be premiering, but hey, I'll get what I can. This looks so awesome, looks entertaining, so violent. So I mean, what the Boys is really a show that this stuff that I never expect. Shows like The Boys to do. Like, I mean, they do so much stuff in that. I'm not gonna repeat. But yeah, they go all the way out of their lanes, and I cannot wait to see where they're gonna take this show to. So hopefully, Gen V will be great. Anywho, let me lead you guys. What are some of your? I mean, let's be fair. There will probably be shows that I'm not mentioning that will probably get a premiere date. Like in weeks in advance or something like that. But let me let you guys. Which of these? What are some of your anticipated TV premieres in the month of August? Oh, in the month of September, I should say. Are you interested in American Horror Story Delicate, Gen V? Do you even care about the Kardashians? Do you even care about Survivor? Or are you just disappointed that's the four shows are not premiering this year? Drop a comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Samuel sign out.